Hi guys. So today, January the 6th, we talked in math about how to add two-digit numbers while regrouping, okay? And what you're going to have to do for this is you're regrouping the numbers in the ones place to carry over to the tens. So the first thing that you need to do, this is horizontal, okay? This is kind of a more difficult way to solve a problem. So what I suggest doing, and this is what it actually says in the directions, is to go ahead and make the algorithm vertically, 27 plus 45. Now, as you can see, I did this in a nice, neat manner. I put the 5 under the 7, I put the 4 under the 2. You've got your ones and you've got your tens. Okay, over here we have a tens and ones chart, a base tens chart. So we're going to put our tens here and our ones over here. This is to be used as a tool to help solve this problem. Now, as we talked about in class, our ultimate goal by the end of the year is just to solve the algorithm without having to use this. Because in third grade, they're going to want to see you solve the algorithm this way. It's quicker, it's more efficient than having to draw out the base 10 blocks and solve it. We're using that right now as our why. Why do we have to regroup? Why do we have to move things over to the next place value? I want you to be able to see that from here. You can see that visually when we regroup and move things over. And it'll carry over to here and it'll be easier for you to be able to solve the algorithm. Now, if you feel confident that you can solve the algorithm the correct way, then you can use the algorithm. However, as I said in class, if I see you making mistakes, I'm going to ask you to go back and draw it out in a base 10 model way so you can see your work and see where maybe you made a mistake and you can double check your work. So for now, we're going to use this strategy to help solve our algorithm. So the first thing we're going to do after we've written the algorithm vertically, we're going to build 27. So remember, we're using sticks for tens and dots for ones. So 27 has 2 tens and it has 7 ones. Okay? Now 45 has 4 tens and 5 ones. Now you're ready to add those numbers up. Okay? So you have, and remember what we said in class, this is very crucial. You always, whether you have to regroup or not, always start over in your ones section. This is addition, subtraction, even when you go to multiplication, you're going to want to start with your ones. Okay? It's very crucial. So we're going to start with 7 plus 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And remember, I said anything 10 or more, you're going to have to regroup. And remember, we're going to take only 10 because 10 ones equals a stick of 10. So we have 10 ones. We're bringing them over and we're going to make that a stick of 10. Do you see that? We've taken these 10 ones and we're going to make it a stick of 10. So these no longer exist because we just traded it in for a stick of 10. All right. We have 2 ones left over. So the 2 ones stay there because 7 plus 5 equals 12. Your 2 stays in the ones. The 1 comes over into the tens. Now you're going to add your tens. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 tens. Well, let's check over here and make sure this is right. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 72 and 72, they match. Okay? So that's how you do that. Let's do one more so you can see it. Now you have 18 plus 68. You're going to want to write that vertically. 18 plus 68. Write that into an algorithm like that. You're going to have your tens and your ones. You're going to build 18. 1 stick of tens and 8 ones. You have 68. 6 stick of tens and 8 ones. Now you're ready to add. Okay? So remember, we're going to add the ones place first. 8 plus 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But remember, we only are to take 10 of these, okay? So we're going to take 10, we're going to circle them, we're going to bring them over to the tens place. We're getting rid of them in the ones place because you traded them in for that one right there, that stick of 10. Okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones left. Okay? 8 plus 8 is 16. There's the 6, there's the 1 for 16. Here's the 6, here's that 1 that you regrouped and put it over in the tens place. Now you're ready to add your tens. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you have 8 tens there. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. 86 and 86. Okay, let's look at our word problem. This says that there are 23 laptops in the computer room. I'm going to circle this number. And there are 27 laptops in the first grade classroom. How many laptops are in the computer room and the first grade classroom all together? Okay, I have some words here, and all together. I think I'm going to add because they're combining them. So I'm going to take that 23 and I'm going to take that 27 and it's combining them. I'm going to add them together. Okay, so here I'm going to put my tens and ones chart because it's there available for me. I'm going to build 23. I'm going to build 27. And then I'm ready to add. Okay, I'm going to add 3 plus 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 to take next door to the tens place. So I'm taking all my ones because there's 10 of them. And I'm trading them in for that stick of 10. Marking them out because they no longer exist because I traded them in. I have 0 ones left. Okay, so 3 plus 7 is 10. That's where that 0 is from the 10. That's where the 1 is because, see, I put it here and here. So you see that makes 10. 1 and the 0 makes 10. 1 and the 0 makes 10 here. Okay, we regrouped that 1 and put it in the tens place. Now we're ready to add the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 stick of tens. And here I have 1 plus 2, which is 3. 3 plus 2, which is 5. And then lastly, we have this word problem. Mrs. Anderson gave 36 pencils to her class and had 48 left over. How many pencils did she have at first? This is kind of similar to what we did in class. This is where the unknown, we don't know how many she had to begin with, do we? But whatever she had to begin with, she gave 36 of them away. okay? And she had, then after she gave them away, she had 48 left. Now we talked about this, that in a subtraction problem, the first number in your equation in a subtraction problem is always going to be the biggest number. So it's going to be bigger than 36. It's going to be bigger than 48. So how do we get that bigger number? We've got to add these two numbers together to figure out how many she had to start with. So we're going to add 36 to get to 48. Okay? I'm going to build 36. I'm going to build 48. Okay? So I'm going to add 6 plus 8. I'm always going to add with my ones first. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Remember, we need 10 of them. So we have 10 right here. We're going to take those 10 and trade them in for a stick of 10. Those 10 ones and trade them in for a stick of 10. Okay, we have 4 left over. See the 4 right here that I didn't circle? Because 8 plus 6 is 14. There's the 4 in 14. There's that 1 in 14. You can do that with your algorithm. 6 plus 8 is 14. 4, and the 1 goes in the tens place. Okay, now you're going to add your tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 1 plus 3, which is 4. 4 plus 4, which is 8. And you have 84. Okay? So, if you need further questions, you can always contact me. You can go back and watch this video. Hopefully this will help you with regrouping. Again, if you feel like you're comfortable just doing this, the algorithm, you're more than welcome to do that without doing this. But if you start getting things wrong, we're going to have to move back to this to make sure that you have that knowledge. Okay? Again, this tells us why we had to regroup. So this is good practice to use until you get confident to just do the algorithm. Okay? It's okay to use this because like I said in class, I was one of those that needed this when I was in 1st grade and 2nd grade before I could just move to this. If you need anything, just let me know. Have a good day.